This is easily one of my favorite techniques around the rim, especially if you're a crafty hooper who's usually not playing above the rim. I call it a DECEL finish usually, but sometimes I'll also get creative with it and call it the QUICKSAND finish. Crazy name, I know, but if you do it the right way, you feel what I'm talking about. Literally feels like you're in quicksand or moving in slow-mo on that last stride.
Do it there, mate. Just see how far.
So sometimes when I mention this to players, it just helps them get the idea of it. Anyways, let's break down what it is, why it works, and how you can train it. So, getting right into it, here's the thing. It's all about using the defender's momentum against them. Most times if you're getting downhill towards the basket, the defender's momentum is going that way too. So especially if it's a little bit out of control, stopping in your tracks will likely free you up because it's just tough for them to stop that momentum. You know when you're gonna stop, they don't. They're just the reactor. So if you do it the right way, you're up in the air before they can even stop. And their momentum's taking them even further towards the basket. Plus, if you want to, you can create even more momentum by bumping them. Notice how Luka bumps, sends his defender back just a little bit more, and as a result creates that backwards momentum as he slows down and he's able to jump from there. Timing wise, this also makes it really hard to anticipate. Where most finishes just keep the same speed from attack into the finish, these slower finishes will pretty often have defenders jumping crazy early, simply because they don't expect that warp in timing. And not to mention, it's crazy controlled, and going slower can actually make these finishes more manageable. Also keep in mind this can be off 1 or 2 feet, whether you want to come to kind of a stride stop off of 2 and up, or just a really slow step on 1. It's more so the timing that matters here. Lastly, in terms of protection, tucking that ball away is key. As defenders realize they're cooked, the last resort is just reaching in, and a lot of the time they will get to it if you don't tuck it away at one of your pockets. This will also require you to rotate and manipulate the ball to make it work on the shot, but this is very trainable as you're about to see. So without further ado, let's get into 3 drills for training these. So the first drill is an audio cue drill where your goal is to get to the other side of the rim for a finish as fast as you can. If your partner says slow, you have to slow yourself down for that quicksand finish. This can be off of either 1 or 2, but it's just training your ability to actually decelerate smoothly into that finish. Next, we're going to train the shot, which again can often be tough, by taking 1 bound away from the basket and then rotating in midair for the shot. This is usually the most difficult part of using this, so this drill is a good way to make sure we're comfortable here. And then lastly is freestyling with it. Trying a new option each time, new angle each time, and working to expand as many possibilities as we can so that you're ready for anything off of this deceleration. And of course, if you have a partner to train with, try it on defense ASAP. That's how you're really going to bridge that gap. As always, hopefully you can take this technique and apply it. If it doesn't fit your game, great, but I do think a lot of you guys will benefit big time from this. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at ByAnyMeansBasketball for a lot more. Subscribe, like, all that cool stuff. Appreciate you guys as always.